Hey everybody, I'm Nick Gismondi for NARCh.com. Let's take a look back and see what happened this weekend in the NARCh Regional Weekend Report. This weekend we headed to Barney's Family Sports Center for our only qualifier in the desert. Competition was awesome as we had many one-goal playoff and championship games. Here's how the divisions played out. The sport division had 4 teams set up into AA and Single A championships. The AA final was a rematch of the opening game of the tournament where the Junior Mudcats from Colorado controlled the game over the Arizona Groove and won by a final of 6-3. This time the Groove played more inspired and went into halftime of the championship game tied 2-2. The Mudcats grabbed momentum in the second half, scoring 2 quick goals, but the Groove would battle back. With just 12 seconds remaining in the game, the Groove would go up for the first time in the game as number 98, Tony Samato, completed his hat trick and scored the game winner to capture gold for the home state, Groove, by a final of 6-5. The Squad A final was an even matchup between the Arizona Groove 10 and under team and the Tour Outcasts that took overtime to decide, with only 1 goal scored by each team in regulation. The underaged Groove were giving up a little size, but they made up for it in heart. And number 2, Mason Parker, scored the game winner in OT to crown the Groove champions. The Pee Wee group had some tight games, and the placement for the playoffs came down to goals against. The Outcast 96 had a great backstop in the division's top goalie Anthony Ciru, as he only gave up 6 goals. The 96 played in both Pee Wee and Bantam and had a number of games on Sunday, but they overcame and adapted well against each team. The Outcast 97 team had avenged a loss to the Arizona Runners in the semi to make it to the championship, so it was an all-Outcast showdown. Considering the 96 were playing a ton of hockey in 2 divisions, this was an impressive victory against the 97s. Number 44, Noble Edmond, had the game winner, and the Big Brothers took home gold 3-2. This was our tightest division of the tournament and appropriately resulted in the best championship of the weekend as well. No team went undefeated through the prelims, so placement was determined again by goals against, exactly like the Pee Wee division. The Junior Mudcats would defeat the Cobras and the Outcast 96 would defeat the Outcast 95s to set the stage for the championship. In the championship, the Outcasts scored the only goal in the first half to take the 1-0 lead. The Mudcats would battle back with 2 straight goals of their own to go up 2-1. The Outcasts would answer as number 27, Robbie Goldsmith, would score his second of the game. That's how regulation would end, tied 2-2. Nobody could score in OT, so we went to a shootout to find our winner. Now, this is a format we only use at regional qualifiers and not the finals. It was tit for tat as one team would miss, then the other would miss. Then one team would score and the other would answer. This juggernaut took 10 rounds of shooters to settle, as number 9, Steven Rubio, had the final say with a goal and victory for the Outcasts in this very entertaining, evenly matched battle. Four teams would go at it for the midget title. The Phoenix Dragons would defeat Goltz Hockey and the Outcast 94 would win over the Outcast 93s to land in the final. Number 12, Mike Davis for the Dragons, had 2 first-half goals in the championship, and it would prove all they needed. The Outcasts could only find the back of the net once in the second half to cut into the deficit. That's how it would end. The Dragons won the midget championship in this tight defensive battle by a final of 2-1. Even though the men's division only had 4 teams, it represented 3 states. The Mudcats are from Colorado, Blazers from San Diego, and the Arizona Arsenal and Ryan's Friends representing the home state. The Arsenal would defeat the Blazers and run into a tough Mudcat squad for the title. The Mudcats had not lost a game and finished the tourney with the streak intact, as number 40, Zach Blake, had a natural hat trick, and number 41, Brian Gans, completed a hat trick of his own. The high-powered Mudcats headed back to the Rockies with gold medals. Final score, 7-3. That's going to do it for this weekend. For more on this regional as well as regionals going on around the country, make sure you log on to NARCh.com for photos, videos, blogs, and more. And don't forget the NARCh finals are just around the corner, so make sure you get your team registered today. That's going to do it for the NARCh Regional Weekend Report. I'm Nick Gismondi.